Important too. Let's go to our topic, Captain.
Yeah, so today, really, because that first part was important. Today, there's been arguments in some homes, quarrel don't even enter safe. When a man is trying to acquire property, he has a wife. Why do some men not acquire this property in their names and that of their wives? They buy this property, they put only their names, and they tell their wives that, "Nah, you're my wife. Whatever is mine is yours. Your name doesn't have to come on this receipt, doesn't have to come on this C of O.
Yes.
Since my name is there, it's enough." But some of the women are not finding this funny. They're saying, no, in case something happens to, the women are always thinking the men will die first. I don't know where they got that
from. Is it
from.
because of those things that we mentioned earlier?
Yes. Because they not say, in case of tomorrow, when you are no longer there, as if there's a law that the man must die first.
Yeah.
So they say, in case of tomorrow, maybe your brothers will come and start fighting, put my name. But the men are saying, no, you don't need that. It's mine and it's yours.
Yes.
But some women are insisting. And one man later told me that the reason so many men don't want to put maybe Mr. Stanley Nwachukwu and Mrs. Evelyn Nwachukwu is that if you do that in this Lagos,
yes,
you will pay the land use charge twice. They will charge you double. Like if you do Mr. that and Mrs. that
some
the
people are
land
saying
use
that
will be twice.
Yes.
So in order to save cost, they now say, okay, let's do it in one person's name. So some of the women say, in that case, why don't you do it in my name?
And instead of you doing it,
yes, so do it in my name then.
So let your own name not
be there.
Be there.
So this is a problem in some families today. So men, how are we going to manage this problem? Because it's really causing problems in some homes, tearing some homes apart. How are we going to manage it before we go on this break?
It's a big one. Also for me, I'm also thinking about it that, okay, in a case, what's the right way? When you buy a property, is it a must to include your wife's name? Because for me, I think first you need to know your partner. Even when you know your partner as well, you also have to create some level of trust around, because for men too, they need to feel secured and feel safe.
Yeah.
If I'm going to buy a property and put my wife's name there, I need to know that I'm doing it because of the future of my kids. And you see some men, also tell you that I would rather put my children's name than put my wife's name. Because I know that directly, if anything happens to me tomorrow, the children that I have worked for will be the one enjoying it. Some people will say, if I put it and put my wife's name now, another man, like you said, your neighbor, can be the person to enjoy all of these things that you have worked for. Yeah. So it's a dicey situation. And for me, I think I'm one of those people that, I don't mind putting my wife's name. Also, if God blesses me to the extent that I can actually put those things also for my children, I'll do both. But I don't think I'm one of those people that will subscribe to it doesn't work that way.
Before I say what I want to say, most people now marry trophy wives. And you begin to wonder why I said so. So people marry women just because, number one, maybe they are beautiful, or maybe they just want to get married at that particular time, so they don't trust their partner. So they say, okay, this one is I just want to have kids with this woman. So that's why most men will say, I'd rather put my kids, their name there for the property.
It's better.
Instead of this woman, I don't really trust 110%. You understand? Because if you're doing that, you're telling your wife that I don't even trust you with my life. That's what it means. Yes, that's what it means. So they just get married to trophy wives and say every other benefit will go to their kids and everything when they're no longer around. The kids will enjoy everything.
Yes.
You might find your way. Maybe your neighbor cannot carry you.
Your neighbor. But if that was the case,
so that's the thing. So that's the problem. So most men try to factor that one inside too. But as a man, that you know what you're doing, there's nothing wrong to even.
All right. What we call her? Hello. Good evening.
Yeah. Good evening.
Thank you so much for calling. Yeah. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Good afternoon, everybody in the studio. Please let me just remain anonymous because I want to share a personal story.
All right, quickly, sir.
Yeah, so Captain Smart mentioned something about what if the woman died first. You see, I came from a home where, we have a whole lot of terrible people. So my dad made it as a point of duty. Everything he buys, he uses my mother's name. Because he feels that he will be the one that will die first. Guess who died first? My mom.
Wow.
So when my mom now died, he was like, God, I didn't plan for this. So it was a struggle using our death certificate to be changing names, everything to the children's name. So it was more or less like stress on him. So that made me to rethink, like, best thing, if you want to buy a property, just do it in yourself and your wife's name. You know your wife, you know you married before you married your wife. So just do it in your wife's name, because there's some family that are very terrible. I came from one of those families where one uncle, one where will be putting eyes, everything. So my father made it a point of duty that, see, anything I want to do for you, or use my brother, I can only do it for you when I'm alive. So when I'm dead, nothing for you, everything goes to my family. You understand?
Yeah.
And my mom passed first. So it was a struggle for him and everything. So I think my own opinion, because of my experience, is that just do it in your name and your wife's name, so that in case any partner dies before any partner, they can easily take your property, so that your property will not go to somebody else's that did not even work on it at all.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And we're going to take a short break there. When we come back, you call us on 0700 923 923 923, and let's talk about this actually. As a man, what do you feel about that?